Speakers like me, in order for me to go speak at any university USA, I have to have a full staff of bodyguards. Last university I spoke at was the University of Detroit at Ann Arbor, at Michigan at Ann Arbor. I had to have 8 people from the Department of Homeland Security, the FBI, and the CIA who were physically in the room, dressed like a SWAT team, ready to take people on with their big automatic weapons. We had a K-9 unit in the room an hour prior to my lecture, 2 police officers standing, one right next to the podium on each side, and a bodyguard standing waiting for me on each entrance to the stage, waiting to grab me in case something happens. Just for me to be able to speak and give a lecture on an American college campus. Here I am, a patriotic American, speaking about America and why we need to protect America from a threat against America. And a speaker on an American college campus in the 21st century has to have that much security to exercise her freedom of speech? Our founding fathers are turning in their graves. Here is the extent of the influence peddling that has taken place. King Fahd has donated $20 million to Middle East Study Department at the University of Arkansas. $5 million donated to Berkeley's Middle East Study Department from 2 Saudi sheikhs linked to Al-Qaeda. Harvard received $22 million and $28.1 million went to Georgetown. Why do you think Harvard invited the Iranian president 2 years in a row? Do you know that Khatami spoke last year at Harvard on 911? An Iranian dictator speaks at Harvard, is invited with the carpet rolled out to him on 911 year before last. But that's why money buys everything. $11 million was donated to Cornell, $5 million to MIT, $1.5 million to Texas A&M, $1 million to Princeton. Rutgers received $5 million chair endowment, as did Columbia, which tried to conceal the source of the funds. We all remember what happened at Columbia this summer when they invited Ahmadinejad to speak at Columbia. The fools, and how the Arabs use that in their media. Absolute fools. Other recipients of Saudi-tainted monies are UC Santa Barbara, Johns Hopkins University, Rice University, American University, University of Chicago, USC, UCLA, Duke University, Syracuse University, Howard Universities, University of Idaho, Washington State University, Ohio State University, Arizona State University, University of Michigan at Ann Arbor. Oh, surprise, surprise. UC Los Angeles, UC Irvine, UC Berkeley, UCLA, you know the bunch that you have. And what's happening here? We pump the gas, they pump poison into the hearts and minds of our future generation. And we are allowing it to happen. And we are allowing it to happen because of our apathy. Apathy is a disease that is killing America. It's not obesity. Obesity you can treat. It's apathy. Apathy that's going to kill us because we are allowing our enemies to come into our body like cancer and destroy our body from within. And this is what we are suffering. And this is why, as Christians, nobody knows when the end times are. Because Jesus said, you will never know the time, you will never know how it's going to be. But when you look around you and you see what's happening in the world and what's happening in America as a great civilization, as a superpower of the world, you shake your head and you think, how did we get to this point? We are losing our country right before our eyes. We are afraid to speak up because we will be sued or we will be threatened or people will come and do things to us in our country. You know, it was amazing that during the cartoon controversy last year, which was the biggest story of 2006, when in Holland, in Denmark, they published the cartoons of the Prophet Muhammad. And none of our major newspapers in the United States, from the Herald Tribune to the Miami Herald to the Los Angeles Times to the New York Times, would dare publish the cartoons. Whatever happened to the freedom of the press? Whatever happened to freedom of speech? We are losing our freedoms and we don't even know it. And we sit back there and don't do anything about it. And everybody tries to sweep it under the table as if it's not happening. But we are called to wake up. We are called to lead. And this is